Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel. And we've got two things to talk about this morning. We got two different news that we got, two transfer links, one of them for us and one of them maybe leaving us. So let's start off with the first one, which is the one that might be joining us, and that is another striker. So we've been linked with a lot of strikers. Because of course we have to sign one for the Premier League, and we've talked about that every single time we try to sign a striker. All these linked to different strikers. £17 million striker, subject of fresh Leeds United transfer links, level of interest making his head spin. Okay. Leeds United and Brighton are reportedly interested in the 23-year-old frontman. So both Leeds United and Brighton are interested in the man. Leeds United have been linked with yet another striker as reports emerged of interest in red hot Union St. Gillans forward Promise David, who is a 23-year-old Canadian striker who's playing in that league. A host of top-level number 9s have already been linked with summer moves to Ellen Road, as Leeds look to upgrade several key positions ahead of their return to the Premier League. Daniel Farke is thought to be keen on adding top-flight experience in the striker position, and recent reports have named the links of Newcastle's Callum Wilson, which we've talked about, or Everton's frontman Beto, which we talked about a while ago, as possible targets for Leeds United. But while their additions of a Premier League experience will be key, Leeds are expected to adopt a hybrid approach in recruitment, with great recent success signing lesser-known targets from across Europe, most notably the £2.8 million arrival of AO Tanaka from Fortuna Dusseldorf. And now reports are emerged of interest in David, who is currently leading the line for Belgian side USG. Belgian journalist Chacha Tavolieri reported on the links through his Sky Sports CH column, naming Leeds alongside Brighton and Hove Albion as two Premier League sides who are very interested in David. And when it is Brighton that you're in the race with as well, you've got to know this guy's going to be a good player. When Brighton are also the team that are going after a player like this. When it's Brighton, you go, because their recruitment's that good, you go, this guy's going to be a player. This guy's going to be a good footballer. The 23-year-old striker is also thought to be on the radar of French outlet Lille. They could well be priced out of a move swiftly because, of course, the Premier League teams can offer more money because of the league and all that. So yeah, apparently there's a £17 million price tag on the target. So on Promise David, it is a £17 million target for him. Yeah. What is it here? That is because USG are said to want at least 20 million. So it says here they want 20 million, which is 16.8 million pounds. 16.8 million pounds I want at least. For David, who has scored 22 goals in 39 games across all competitions this season. The Belgian league leaders are also said to have put together a fresh contract in a bid to keep the Canadian, which includes the presence of a release clause that that would become active next year. So yeah, they want to give him a new deal with a release clause in there, and you could see like it sounds like they really want to keep him. I mean, as I already said, he has scored 22 goals. Played he's played in the 2023 season, 2024 season, and the 2024-2025 season. He started at a different club. I don't really know what that club is, and I can't really go on to it. He was in the Premium Liga, where he played 23 games in 2023 for 1,102 minutes, scoring 7 goals and 0 assists. He then played for that team again, playing 16 games with 1,297 minutes played with 14 goals and 1 assist. And this season, for Saint for St. Gillans, this season he has played in the league in the Pro League, of course. He's played 33 games in the Pro League with 1,915 minutes played with 17 goals and 4 assists. And he's also played in the Europa League for 2 games for 136 minutes with 1 goal and 0 assists. So he has played in the Europa League this season. He also played 1 game in the Belgian Cup, where in that game he scored 2 goals in 60 minutes. And he also played in the Belgian Super Cup, where he played only 22 minutes. So no goal, no assist. 22 minutes played. And yeah, so this is another striker we are interested in. As I said, Brighton are interested in him as well. And when Brighton are interested in a player, you go, Oh, that's going to be a good player because of how good Brighton are at their recruitment on players and stuff. So it feels like it's between us and Brighton that are going to be racing for his signature, or he might stay. He might stay at St. Gilles. Lille could come in, but the thing is, it's going to be the money for Lille. I don't know if they can afford him in a race against two Premier League teams. So you could see maybe they're going to be priced out basically. And yeah, so he's a striker. I'm not going to lie. I don't know anything about him. like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not someone who knows anything about him. But from what it sounds like, Brighton being interested in him, the season he's had this season sounds like a good striker. Now, would you sign him to be the number 9 to be like, oh yeah, you're definitely, the one that you're like, oh yeah, you're definitely gonna be really good? No, of course not, because he has never played in the Premier League. You can't just be like confident that he will definitely be good in the Premier League. Yeah, but that's all we really got for the striker. And then next, we actually have other news from a striker, but one of our strikers. Fresh transfer link talks planned as Leeds United star target £10 million bid already rejected. Leeds United look set to receive a fresh transfer interest in their young striker. Leeds United could soon be approached for talks over the future of Mateo Joseph as reports emerge of fresh interest from Real Betis, who also came in for them in January with a £10 million bid, which we rejected. Joseph was on the radar of Betis and several other La Liga clubs during the January transfer window, having enjoyed an excellent season at international level with 5 goals and 6 appearances for Spain's under 21s. Los Verdebalcos, oh my god, even went as far to submit an offer worth north of £10 million, with the YAP reporting at the same time. Leeds didn't consider losing more senior forwards an option, having loaned Joe Gelhardt to Hull City and lost Patrick Bamford to a hamstring injury, so we couldn't really sell him at the time, because we had no other options as our second choice striker. So we really had to actually keep him. When you're in the spotlight and attack attention from your players, Leeds boss Daniel Fox said when quizzed on the bid after the January window closed, it was important for us to block out the interest. There were a few approaches for our players, but we blocked it because we wanted to keep the core group to hold together. The core group was key for us. Leeds will Leeds will prioritise the signing of a top-level striker this summer ahead of the Premier League return, a move which, in theory, would demote Mateo Joseph to third-choice striker for the 24-25 Championship Golden Boot winner Joel Pirro, who will become the second. But I can honestly say, if Bamford stays, Joseph would be the fourth. He would be fourth choice to back up at Ellen Road Chiefs. Result in the former could be freshly interested, with reports from Spain suggesting Real Betis will return ahead of the 25-26 campaign with a bid. So it looks like they actually want to get him. Mundo Deportivo report that January target Joseph is one of the candidates being considered by Betis, who, like Leeds, are keen to strengthen their attack unit over the summer. As such, the La Liga club plan to speak with Ellen Road Chiefs once their season is over, with one league game and a European Conference final meeting with Chelsea still to come this month. So they haven't actually finished their season. But on Mateo Joseph, I would sell him. I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna give us 15 plus million for Joseph, I would sell him, because I don't think he's gonna be our starting. He won't be our starting number 9. I'm trying to get his stats up just to see some stuff. But yeah, he won't be our starting number 9 next season, of course, because we've got Joel Pirro, who's already the starting number 9 in the Championship. And when we get promoted, how the hell is he going to be the starting number 9? If Pirro was our starting number 9 in the Championship, we're going to sign another striker who's going to be, going to drop Joseph the third. And you can even argue when Bamford came back from injury, he was being used, and Joseph wasn't being brought off the bench. So in reality, he's fourth choice. So a loan would probably be the best for us. Like for us as a club, a loan would probably be the best for Joseph. But I do think if we do sell, we're going to sell him. I do think if we do let him go, it's going to be selling him. If a club come in, as I said, 15 plus million, I think the club will accept that. That's just something that I think the club will do. I think the club will accept that if they do, they do come in for Mateo Joseph for 15 plus million. I think we'll accept that. That's just a hunch that I have. So yeah, the 23-24 season he played in the championship. He played 22 games for 274 minutes, scoring only one goal. And then in the FA Cup, he played 3 games with 172 minutes, scoring 2 goals, which was those 2 goals against Chelsea. It was kind of like, I think those 2 goals against Chelsea kind of made people like overhype him just because he had one good performance against Chelsea. Like, not saying that Joseph is a bad player or anything, but I do think people overhyped him based off one performance against Chelsea where he was good. He was good, but everyone overhyped him, being like, "Oh my god, he did that against Chelsea! Oh my god, he's a Premier League level player! Oh my god, he's a great striker!" I think we just overrated him at the time, because he started as our number 9 this season and then dropped the second, and then when Bamford come back towards the end of the season, he dropped the third choice. So he's dropped from being the number 9 to third choice again. But yeah, this season he played 40 games with 39 of those in the Championship and 1 in the FA Cup. He played 1,286 minutes in the league with 3 goals and 3 assists, so not bad. Not a bad start, like 3 goals, 3 assists in the season, but they all came very early, and then he kind of fell off and didn't really get any goal involvements, and he wasn't that great. And then Joel Piroe was coming off the bench and scoring every other game, so Barker really had no other decision but to start Joel Piroe for the remainder of the season after he started scoring off the bench. But yeah, I think Joseph is going to leave, like whether that's on loan or a permanent. I have a feeling Betis are going to come in and want a permanent, so they're going to try and push 15 plus million. And I feel like the club's going to be like, because of PSR and that, the club's going to be like, yeah, we'll accept that because then we can use that money into the squad to get even, put more money into the striker we're buying or even other positions. And I just think that's what we're going to do. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is Joseph going to go on loan or we're going to completely sell him? What do you think the club will do? Not what you think. Let me know what you think the club will do. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.